Hello world, welcome. I'm your host, Mr. Stag. Today we unravel the story of Alibaba, a tech empire that started in a cramped apartment and grew into a global titan that challenged Amazon, PayPal, and even Google in its own way. This is more than just e-commerce. It's about vision, revolution, and the unstoppable momentum of China's digital age. Jack Ma didn't have money, coding skills, or government connections. What he had was vision and relentless belief. So smash that like button, subscribe for more company deep dives, and let's unravel the origin of China's e-commerce titan, from rejection to revolution. Ma Yun, known to the world as Jack Ma, was born on September 10th, 1964 in Hangzhou. China was not a typical tech founder. His parents were traditional musicians and storytellers, a modest background with no ties to business or technology. As a child, Jack was curious and spirited, but academically average. He failed his college entrance exams twice. However, he had a gift: language. As a teenager, he rode his bike to a hotel each morning to practice English with tourists for 9 years straight. That self-taught English opened his worldview. He was rejected from 30 jobs, including KFC, where all applicants but him were accepted. Eventually, he got into Hangzhou Normal University and later became an English teacher, earning about $12 a month. In 1995, a trip to the US introduced him to the internet, and he was awestruck. China had no websites, no search engines, not even e-commerce. Typing beer into a search engine, he noticed no results came from China. That moment sparked the idea China needed to be online. Ma saw a void and a massive opportunity. What makes Jack Ma's story even more remarkable is that his rise came at a time when China was still opening its economy. Entrepreneurs were rare, especially ones with his background. Ma's charisma, fluency in English, and storytelling became tools of survival and later success. In 1999, upon returning to China, Ma gathered 17 friends in his Hangzhou apartment. Together, they launched Alibaba.com, a B2B marketplace to help small Chinese manufacturers connect with overseas buyers. It wasn't about becoming Amazon or eBay, at least not yet. It was about empowering small businesses to trade globally. They pitched in their savings and started Alibaba, a name Jack picked because it was easy to pronounce globally and evoked a world of open sesame opportunity. The idea was bold: build an online marketplace for small Chinese manufacturers to sell to the world. It was the dawn of China's internet age, and Jack wasn't building a website. He was building a movement. They had no revenue, no technical talent, and very little capital. What they had was grit. They launched Alibaba.com in 1999. Just months later, they caught the attention of a Japanese investor who would change everything. One of the most pivotal moments in Alibaba's journey came in 2000 when Japanese tech investor Masayoshi, son of SoftBank, met Jack Ma. In less than 5 minutes, Son committed a $20 million investment without seeing a single line of code. Why? Because Son said he wasn't investing in a business model. He was investing in Jack Ma's fire, charisma, and confidence. That $20 million stake would eventually be worth over $50 billion, making it one of the most successful tech investments in history. But this money gave Ma the fuel to scale. The company doubled down on recruitment, server capacity, and expansion. SoftBank's backing gave Alibaba credibility when few in China trusted internet businesses. It also laid the foundation for aggressive expansion, product development, and acquisitions. This partnership was more than money. It was a validation of Ma's belief that the internet could level the playing field for small businesses. In 2003, eBay entered China and tried to dominate the online auction space. Jack Ma saw this as an existential threat and launched Taobao, a platform focused on free listings, better customer service, and understanding the local Chinese market. Where eBay charged sellers, Taobao let them list for free. Where eBay was foreign and rigid, Taobao was fun and chaotic, just like early internet China. Eventually, eBay admitted defeat and shut down its Chinese operations. Alibaba won the battle and showed the world that Chinese tech could not only compete, it could win. Alibaba's strategy has always revolved around building ecosystems, not just platforms. Beyond Alibaba.com and Taobao, they launched Alipay, now Ant Group, for secure payments, and Tmall for premium brands. In early 2000s, Alibaba was growing, but there was a major problem: trust. Chinese consumers were still hesitant to buy products online, largely because no reliable payment system existed. People feared paying first and never receiving the product. Jack Ma knew that to dominate e-commerce, Alibaba had to solve this trust issue. His solution: Alipay. In 2004, Ma launched Alipay, a third-party escrow payment service. It worked like this. The buyer sends money to Alipay, and Alipay only releases the money to the seller after the buyer confirms receipt of the goods. If the product wasn't delivered, the buyer got their money back. But the real drama came from how Jack Ma launched it. At the time, Yahoo owned a 40% stake in Alibaba. But Ma didn't tell Yahoo or even his own board before transferring control of Alipay into a separate company controlled by himself and Alibaba's senior executives. His justification? Chinese regulators were tightening restrictions on foreign ownership of payment systems, and he didn't want Alibaba to miss its chance to dominate Chinese e-commerce. This move almost blew up the company. Yahoo's CEO, Jerry Yang, and Alibaba nearly went to war over the move. Eventually, a deal was reached, giving Yahoo and SoftBank stakes in the new company. It was messy, but it worked. Alipay didn't just help Alibaba grow, it helped build China's entire digital payment ecosystem. Later, Alipay evolved into Ant Financial, later renamed Ant Group, growing into the world's largest fintech platform. Ant Group's attempted IPO in 2020, valued at over $300 billion, was halted by the Chinese government, partly because of Jack Ma's criticism of Chinese regulators. So the creation of Alipay wasn't just a product innovation, it was a gamble. And it worked. Without Alipay, Alibaba may never have become the giant it is today. This chapter shows Jack Ma at his best: bold, creative, slightly reckless, but always one step ahead. By removing friction at every stage of the commerce process, from payments to logistics, Alibaba essentially built China's digital economy from scratch. In September 2014, Alibaba went public on the New York Stock Exchange. It raised $25 billion, the largest IPO in global history at that time. The company's market value surpassed $230 billion on day one, eclipsing giants like Facebook and Amazon in IPO scale. This wasn't just a financial milestone, it was symbolic. A Chinese tech firm had earned Wall Street's respect, attracting massive institutional demand. Ma rang the bell in New York, but the victory was global. It showed that Chinese entrepreneurs could build and scale companies rivaling the best in Silicon Valley. For early investors like SoftBank and Yahoo, it was a windfall. For Ma, it was a moment of validation, from rejected job seeker to global mogul. While most headlines in 2014 focused on Alibaba's record-breaking IPO, something quietly transformative was happening behind the scenes: the rise of Alibaba Cloud and Alipay. Founded in 2009, Alibaba Cloud wasn't just a side project. It was Jack Ma's strategic move to future-proof the company. As Alibaba scaled, it needed massive data infrastructure, not just for transactions, but for logistics, marketing, and fraud detection. Unlike Western competitors, Alibaba built its cloud business in a mobile-first, fragmented infrastructure environment. Chinese internet usage was exploding, and traditional IT services couldn't keep up. So, Alibaba did what it always did best. It built its own. By the mid-2010s, Alibaba Cloud became the largest cloud computing provider in China and the third largest globally, behind only AWS and Microsoft Azure. It powered everything from singles-day sales to fintech transactions on Alipay. But Alibaba Cloud wasn't just supporting Alibaba's businesses. It was becoming a business of its own. It started serving enterprises, startups, government projects, and smart city initiatives across Asia. Today, Alibaba Cloud generates billions in annual revenue and is critical to the company's long-term strategy, especially as e-commerce growth normalizes. It's not just an engine, it's the engine room of Alibaba's technological future. Alibaba's ecosystem thinking is powered by this cloud backbone. From e-commerce and fintech to logistics and smart cities, Alibaba Cloud connects and empowers every part of the platform, not just in China, but across Asia and beyond. As Alibaba looks to the future, its cloud division is the secret engine driving innovation, scale, and global ambition, making Alibaba Cloud not just a support system, but the heart of China's digital transformation. Alibaba isn't just a shopping site, it's a vast digital ecosystem. At its core are Taobao and Tmall, which dominate China's consumer e-commerce, connecting millions of buyers and sellers every day. But Alibaba's reach goes far beyond shopping. Alibaba Cloud, known as Aliyun, is China's top cloud provider, powering businesses, apps, and even government services. Ant Group, formerly Ant Financial, runs Alipay, China's leading digital wallet. It handles trillions in payments, loans, and investments, making fintech a pillar of Alibaba's empire. Cainiao, Alibaba's logistics arm, delivers packages to the most remote villages, solving the last-mile problem in a country as vast as China. Unlike Amazon's centralized model, Alibaba is a platform business. It empowers third-party merchants, service providers, and fintech players to build on its infrastructure, generating revenue from data, advertising, and transaction fees, not inventory. Alibaba's secret sauce, heavy localization. It solves Chinese-specific challenges like rural delivery, mobile-first consumers, and a lack of credit history by bundling commerce, cloud, logistics, and fintech into one data-driven platform. Globally, Alibaba pushes forward with AliExpress and Lazada, reaching consumers from Russia to Southeast Asia. Alibaba Cloud is expanding internationally, serving clients in Europe and beyond. But global expansion isn't easy. Alibaba faces regulatory hurdles, political tensions, and fierce competition from entrenched Western and Asian rivals. Yet in Asia, Alibaba's scale and data intelligence remain unmatched. At home, it battles JD.com and Pinduoduo, but its ecosystem, spanning commerce, cloud, logistics, and fintech, keeps it at the center of China's digital economy. As of 2024, Alibaba's annual revenue exceeds $125 billion. The company employs over 235,000 people, and its platforms serve over 1 billion users. In 2019, on his 55th birthday, Jack Ma officially stepped down as executive chairman of Alibaba. He said he wanted to return to education and philanthropy. Daniel Zhang succeeded him, and a planned leadership transition began. His estimated net worth is currently around $30 billion, though it has fluctuated due to political pressures and market volatility. Alibaba hasn't had a smooth ride. In 2020, Jack Ma criticized Chinese regulators publicly and soon disappeared from public view for months. That led to the suspension of Ant Group's planned $37 billion IPO, another potential record breaker. The Chinese government also launched antitrust investigations and forced major restructuring. Ma disappeared from public view for several months, presumed dead, sparking global speculation. When he resurfaced, it was low-key and business-like. Though not officially leading the company, his presence still looms over its identity. While the company still thrives, it's operating in a tighter regulatory environment. Alibaba's story is now not just about business. It's about navigating power, control, and the future of capitalism with Chinese characteristics. Can Alibaba maintain its lead as China slows and competition heats up? With rivals like JD.com, Pinduoduo, and TikTok's e-commerce, the battlefield is evolving. But with investments in AI, global logistics, and decentralized e-commerce infrastructure, Alibaba is still playing long-term. Jack Ma once said, "Today is hard, tomorrow will be worse, but the day after tomorrow will be sunshine." And Alibaba, it's still chasing that sunrise. From an English teacher on a bike to a global tech tycoon, Jack Ma's story is nothing short of legendary. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this origin story, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Stag Research, your go-to channel for business deep dives and founder legacies. Got a hot take on Alibaba's future? Drop it in the comments. Mr. Stag, logging off.